Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Anno 1800 with Pancake. Hey, there's a festival. Can you hear the music? We're on episode 11, if I didn't say that already. Last time, we expanded out into the new world to ensure that they would be happy and somewhat self sufficient enough to just kind of be left alone for now. We started the, what's the word? Expedition to Enbesa. We went to the cool labyrinth thing and failed whatever test that was, and somebody died. Luckily, that's not stopping us from going forward. And we fiddled a little bit with Docklands, but not that much. And then we just continued questing. Today, I think the plan's going to be do everything we can, get artisans. I think I need like 500 or 700 artisans, somewhere in there, like 500, 750, to unlock Cape Trelawney. And that's going to be the thing. I think once we are available to unlock Cape Trelawney, we're going to put full force focusing on Cape Trelawney because it's the best place to do New World stuff. I know some people probably find it boring because everybody does everything in Cape Trelawney and do something different out there, and I don't care. That's where I like to do stuff, and that's where stuff will get done. So I think that's going to be the focus for today is build up enough artisans here so that way we can go to Cape Trelawney. Right? Yeah. Cool. That was probably loud. I apologize. Let's boogie. Speaking of loud, that's loud. This as I was doing the intro. Oh, well that was abrupt. As I was doing the intro, I saw this one little piece of road and I didn't like it. It doesn't seem necessary. We're gonna do this instead. Connect you over. Hip, hoop. There. And there, we can put a tree of some kind. A couple of poplars. Right there. A nice some trees for the kiddos. Yeah, you guys are good? Yeah, you guys are good. As we said,
We careen into the unknown.
we continue for Enbesa. Tomb Raiders. You're alone seeking the fabled Lost Necropolis, a fable that seems just about credible when eyeing pale golden shimmer of the wind-swept dusk from the seat of your camel. Somewhere out there in these wastes, beyond cyclopean basalt pillars, may lie the hoard of kings of old, and the greatest prize, the Vigil of Hor, a statue said to be made from the purest gold, inlaid with countless gems. Your stopover is a busy city on the delta, not far from the supposed site of the tombs. A young woman with an academic demeanor hails you as you cross paths in the National Museum. I have found something, she says. Seek a responsible person to help the local museum recover it. I mean, I just have +1% and +2%, so. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to agree to help.
It's no mere superstition.
Okay. Very senior lecturer. I'm going to have to drop something. It gets me 30 diplomacy and 10 medicine, and has the trade of archaeologist. Sweet. You recognize the insignia of the prestigious House of Sands University on the young woman's lapel. An erudite scholar, no doubt, explaining at great length that she cares little for riches and only wishes to see the history of her people return to this museum. She lays a ragged, age-tarnished map on the delicate table in a musty back office. Strange symbols abound. I'm correct. Strange symbols abound all over it, etched over crisscross lines that all lead up to a city facing a jackal's head. Asiot, as mentioned in the Book of the Dead, it reads, "Follow the opener of paths, Anubis, the divine embalmer, who holds the key to Asiot." We need to find where the trail begins. Man. Sorry, shipper. I don't. We're throwing him overboard. It's okay, right? Oh, sorry, dude. You recognize the insignia of the prestigious House of Sands University. Oh, we did this already. We said that already. She lays the ragged things. Strange symbols abound. City. We need to find where the trail begins. Plus 35% for navigation. Examining the map should reveal the trail. Yep. Hardly a challenge for seasoned navigator. The trail points to an oasis at a crossroads between two mountain hinterlands, where, legend has it, one of the entrances to the underworld lies below the water. Dark orange cliffs cast a soothing shadow over the oasis, accompanied by the joyous din of traveling merchants, wanderers, and treasure seekers. You look up to a high cliff and can't help but wonder where a death-defying leap into the water would take you. Take a leap of faith, plus 1%. This feels like a bad call. Leap from there, that would be madness. It would be madness. I don't like heights. You turn regretfully the shimmering water. You turn regretfully from the shimmering waters and journey back to reconvene with the rest of the expedition. They feel none of your disappointment at not having found. Oh, wait. It's just over now? Wait, go back. Never mind. Well, I thought there'd be. Oh, man. I'm bad at these. I guess we continue on. I'm bad at these.
Life is like seawater.
Is it?
It only deepens one's thirst.
You guys are ready for rum. Like I said, I would once rum was available, I'd start rumming. So I should have a ship available. Rover, Squirt. Rover and Squirt are both available. Squirt, you're gonna start trading. You're going to trade a Mustang, and then you're going to go to Victra. You're gonna load rum, which I'm not even making yet. Just 10 rum. And you're going to drop it off at Mustang. Yeah. And I had to make a new group, which is Old World. Nope. Plus New World. Sweet. Okay. Beautiful. Now we go to the New World. And we start creating rum. We need wood. Oh, I'm in the negative. Once the rum starts flowing, I think we'll be back positive, right? Come back here and check. Rum happiness is plus 18 coins per household. And that's 1, 2, that's 6, 10, 16, 21 houses at 18 coins for 21 houses. Yeah, that'll put us back in the positive. I don't know why sometimes I do the button and sometimes I do the not button. So let's go ahead and do another place specifically just to get timber. Go. Doing just timber. You guys will want rum too, which is fine. And we won't be ready for ponchos quite
Well, if
yet.
you don't want it, you should share it.
You can have it,
You
Willie.
are generous with your islands.
I am.
Mind if I-
You can have it. I'm
Competitor
good.
raised a settlement.
Now we'll come over here and make a sugarcane plantation. I could make, let's see, this takes 30. I have just enough for one. And it's 30, 30. So two of these for every one of those. 2 of both of these for every one of those. Okay. We'll go ahead and come down here, out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. 6, 102, 100. Yeah.
Got to start somewhere. Life's not
Yeah.
always an easy chair, you know.
Hang on, Willie. 27, really? 128. this path. I'll need that eventually. Oh gosh. Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Let's see what you conjure up.
Oh, I have to do that. That's in the new world. I have to do an escort ship. You're already on. Oh, okay. Okay.
No one turns down Wibble
I have to.
Not recently. Where's your magic touch?
You're fighting people. You guys.
Lost on a Daniels.
You guys need to go to the new world.
We have the devil to pay.
Just go to the new world. That's already ready. Hopefully they can get down there fast enough. Yeah, because you're fighting people, Willie. I can't do things with you, Willie. You're fighting people. Okay. And you're going to need a warehouse. And then we'll build a rum distillery up here. Tuck them back over there. You will also end up needing your own warehouse. I understand. Do you reach down to there? Yes, you will. We're going to be making rum. Need one more wood, one more timber. It's going down. I'm waiting on timber. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. There we go. Sweet. Now let's deal with our expedition. Not going great. The Kulisma Canal. Kulisma, whatever. The explosion scattered debris across the canal. There was an explosion. As your helmsman carefully steers into the nascent Kulisma Canal, a deafening blast ahead of you sends most of your crew sprawling across the deck. The initial shock overcome, they rush to their stations and pull the ship to a crawl, bringing it to rest mere feet away from the listing flame-racked carcass of a ship. Ooh. Doubtless it will be days before it is all cleared and navigation can resume. One of your sailors furrows their brow. Ain't it odd that there ain't no one in the water? Odd indeed. In fact, there's no trace of any of the exploded ship's crew. An irresistible mystery. We could just use naval power to observe the information. We have 50%, 2% for hunting, and 30% for diplomacy. We observe.
Pressing engagement.
One of your sailors recalls observing the ship while waiting to enter the canal a few hours ago, noting its peculiar propeller. Your crew sift through the wreckage in search of the apparatus and find it half torn from the stern. It is hauled aboard where one of your tradesmen examines it. See the blades? Old models, only ever fitted to a handful of ships, only 2 of them so big. My guess is they're from the Innocents. Except I heard the Crown bought her from salvage not 6 months past. His words slowly sink in. Can the Queen have conspired to sabotage the canal? If the local authorities hear of this. I mean, power to the people and whatnot. It's a difficult decision to make. But your crew decide to share the information with the Kulisma authorities, believing no loyalty should take precedence over righting an injustice. The canal master thanks your captain, profusely, commending his honesty and insisting that your crew be rewarded for their integrity. Before taking his leave, your captain extracts a promise from the grateful official that no mention will be made to anyone at the source of the information. Sure. Okay, go to Savannah or go to the Holy City. Let's do the Holy City first, since I successfully squeezed through the
Nothing
canal.
to fear.
Yeah, nothing to fear. This is going great. We're doing great.
Still
Missing-
waiting for it to arrive.
It's coming. Wood is coming. I think we're going to need to start expanding this out a little more. We need more houses before we do anything else. Sorry. We have enough for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we'll start making more timber. I'll need 30. And the max per house right now is 8. So this will be 8. I'll get 7 more. 7 times 6, 50 something. Yeah, we'll be fine. 42. 7 times 6 is 42. I used to like math, but I don't know what it is. Tell me in the comments if there's anybody out there to comment. Why is it that the 7's multiplication table is the worst one? What is it about the 7's that make them the worst? I and other inquiring minds would like to know. 15. Yes. And then we will make our warehouse. How far down can you reach? Quite a ways. Put our warehouse down here. New buildings have been unlocked. What new buildings? Oh, these are probably the new buildings because we're crossing milestones here. This will go. This. They're going to catch up. I promise they're going to catch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now they're really going to. As we are expanding. One too many. Down and around. Bring it around town, as SpongeBob would say. Still in the negative.
We survive.
We do survive. This will be plus 3 coins per house once it's going. We'll have our boat. What was the name of the boat we sent down here? Squirt. Squirt should be on his way. Yeah, for the rum.
If I find there is anything wrong,
There isn't. We're chill. Then you guys are on your way. How long do I have on that quest still? 23 minutes. Man, it's gonna be close. It really is gonna be close. But that's okay.
A new commission?
I think I'm gonna come over and get some wood from other people because they should be plenty here. Are you gonna put me over the need to have ponchos? I don't think so. It's 200 for ponchos. So I think we'll be okay here. What I want to do is I want to make a second rum situation. I want to overproduce rum, but I'll need 40, which I think we should have 40. We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out, you and me. Make our second sugarcane location. Fill in as much of this up as we can. All the way, all the way, all the way. So, and then we'll be able to start building with modules. We'll be able to continue expanding down, and this whole little area as available to us will be for sugarcane.
Hola.
And then we should be upping enough that we can get another rum distillery. Because if there's one thing I've learned in this video game, is that if you're going to overproduce anything, overproduce alcohol. People enjoy the alcohols.
all
Okay.
hands at the ready.
Yes, yes. Hold on.
Ready for a challenge.
Give me the wood. Bring it back. We're going to be building over here.
Sail.
The mark of dread upon us.
The Mark of Drag. Tales abound of a city sacred to all in this land, and of the holy pilgrimage that must be undertaken by the faithful at least once in their lifetime. Intrigued, you dock at a busy port, a major hub for those on this journey. As you wander the streets in the cooling shade of antique Rushans, The dust-hemmed white robes and sturdy sandals of the passers-by betray their wearers' devout intentions. Snippets of enthusiastic and fervent chatter convince your crew that they must see this holy city for themselves. You are pursuing an eager trader's wares when a man approaches, ornate weapons lashed to his side and back. Marhaban, friends. Are you here on pilgrimage? I mean, we're not. And it's not worth 1%, I don't think. We've only just arrived in this land. He walks up to your crew, carefully examining each man and woman. Any faithful who would undergo the pilgrimage will be under our protection, as the Wadi in this land of many dangers, and the lambs of the Lord must be cared for. Unbelievers are not normally invited to join the caravans, but perhaps if you were to contribute to the pilgrims' funds, there's no mistaking this very secular thirst in his gaze as he eyes your purse. I don't want to bribe. Well, I don't want to lose any stuff, but I also want to be safe. So let's go ahead and bribe a little bit with some. Oh no, I need to save at least like 2 more breads. Well, it's going to be near impossible, so we're just going to refuse. Never mind. We're not going to bribe. Your bribe attempt failed. The guard frowns at your meager offering. You think this will suffice to cleanse you of the stain of unbelieving? Our laws are not so easily challenged. All faithless must pay a tribute. He draws a long, damascended sword with dark inlaid stones gleaming, whirring in the light. Whether it be blood or coin, it is your choice. Shoot. Well, I guess I have to do something. Yeah, I guess. Have that. Your bribe attempt was successful. The crew traded several goods, our good sale, but the officers still refused to let them pass. Your parties rounded up and cantered back to the harbor amid a fierce cavalcade of the officers' maroon saddled horses. Turn away now and never return, or suffer a cruel fate, their leader insists. You have no choice but to board your vessel and leave, having seen little of what these lands, harsh and beautiful in equal measure, have to offer the soul. I am doing so poorly on these expeditions. I was woefully unprepared.
Not
We
the
go to the
worst.
savannah just so we can hit everything. Because otherwise, Enbesa... Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Wow. I forgot that sometimes in the New World, when you come back from an expedition, the sound goes insane. Oh, that was not great. Anyway, we're back here on the island Victra. And you are reaching that, so that's good at least. Did I make this? Okay.
Seductive charms.
No, I'm
very
bad at
nice.
expeditions apparently. Here we go. There's that.
Just say the word.
Here's some more wood for you. We have rum. You can come chill out over here by Wibbly. You guys can
Take
talk
the rudder.
about magic. Now with rum, you guys, okay, we're +3 per household, which is good. That'll be getting us positive there. And then Squirt should be getting here soon to pick up any excess rum, because now we should be overproducing rum by a large margin. Correct. Okay. Back to the old world. For a minute. And when we need the quest, we're going to go back. Nope, that's not me. I'm purple, not pink. Artisans. Artisans, artisans, artisans. Rum's coming. Don't worry. So, okay, it's over 500 then when we go to Cape Trelawney. I say all the I say drive me insane. Let's go ahead and just Work on general
We'll
expansion.
raise a glass to
You have
you,
everything you need. You're a little far from the church, but that's okay. You have everything you need. Let's check my production just specifically here on Mustang. Obviously, we're negative on hops. Obviously, we're negative on rum. We could be making more steel. I think we're actually okay on iron. But steel we could be making more of, but it hasn't seemed to come back to bite us yet. We talked about that last time about making...
It's a surprise inspection.
I have 3 of these going? No. Those just look the same. Have a 3rd one of these I think would be good. But not right now. And how are we doing on goulash? We're still ahead on goulash. And you, Captain Tobias, was just here. That's why we're ahead on goulash. And that's okay. I think we can actually up this probably. We could be making goulash. We could be, right, we could. Where? Here. We just don't have quite enough artisans yet. We can continue to not need to do that for now. And we are pretty well even on everything else. So we're going to need to go ahead and start making some areas to backfill. Already? I apologize for the amount of reading out loud you've had to endure these last 2 episodes. Wide, sun-touched lands stretch out before you. Long, pale grass glittering with the night's rain, while a scattering of trees provides occasional shade from the already warm orange sun. Unseen amongst the dense, matted grass, multitudinous creatures wake to the dawning day, nattering away gaily as the savannah comes to life. A low dell not a mile away hides a blossoming waterhole where numerous strange and foreign beasts are gathering before the day's heat truly begins. Nestled in the shadows of a monolithic spurs looming high above the plains, surely with views worthy of a king. Scale for a bird's eye view. Yes, I would like to do that
There'll be
because I like to
monsters
see
abroad.
things. Climb is arduous and long, but your topmen trace a forgeable path for the other sailors using thick ropes as residues of flour hastily brought over from camp. At last you reach the topmost spur, a long slab of ochre red stone, worn by countless rainfalls and storms. Endless wildlands stretch below you, dust-colored and wind-swept. In the distance, rain clouds swirl over a patch of darkness, and a deep golden hush falls over the land, broken only by the ambling of strange, tall-collared distant animals. A low, threatening growl suddenly echoes behind you, and you turn to face lions, territorially baring their fangs at your crew. You have trespassed upon Pride Land. Shoot the leading male, intimidate the beasts with loud noises and gestures, distract them with food. I guess someone's gonna die. This is just the best chance we have. Whether owing the whether owing to precipitousness or shoddy marksmanship, the shot misses the great creature by several feet. Panicked, the would-be hunter fumbles with the rifle's lock, but the ominous crack signals the weapon's reluctance to further use. The lions take a slow step toward your huddled crew, hunger and wrath in their glare. "Someone hold them back," cries a sailor before inching towards the first stone in a long series to climb back down to the plains. Order your 2 strongest to intimidate the beasts, every man for himself. Throw the cabin boy at the lions! I mean, listen. Every man for himself. I ain't gonna sacrifice strongest man or cabin boys. But this is probably gonna make me lose more people. Hopefully not. Yeah, oh goodness. Years of experience are easily forgotten in the face of moral peril. Your sailors push and pull at each other, be the first to descend to the lower edges and away from the rampant cats. One man stumbles and falls with a sickening crack on the stone, blood soon clotting his hair and pooling on the dark red rock. The smell of blood inflames the lions, and what reservations they had or forgotten, pouncing upon the stragglers, rending them to pieces. Bride's Rock is a name whose irony will not be lost on your expedition. Oh, there's another thing. We're at 31%. You survive. I mean, we've done everything else. We have to at this point. And then we'll be done. Oh gosh, this is so bad. I am so bad at these. House. And then I think we would just end up doing a large scale copy and paste here. Large scale copy. Whee! And then we're gonna need to end up making, I think, another hub out here. We're gonna end up needing to make another marketplace out here. Heartless. Yeah, you're not close enough to the pub. You're not close enough to the market, which I anticipated. We'll put this marketplace up here, and we'll put the pub down. There. Now you should be at least full on those. And that's probably going to really hurt our resources here. Yeah, but now we'll need to do schnapps again. We're already low on sausages and work clothes. So let's just give another round of all pretty much everything. Here is another fishery. Sorry, Rover. We can have that going, and then let me double check here really quick. Okay, our ships are here for Willie. You guys go approach this ship to escort. Hopefully it will take less than 15 minutes to do all of this. You guys just got there too. And you have rum! Hopefully once we get back, that will even out our money. Pardon me while I take a drink. You have 10 rum for now. But we're going to he started coming down before we even started making. So,
If you do not fulfill our alliance,
as an ally of Princess Jing, you should join her in her war against Anne Harlow. No.
then we lose the bond of friend to friend.
No, we don't. We can still be friends, and I can just not fight the people you're fighting.
Ended.
Back up, here we come. Here we go. That'll give us way more farmers. Oh, are we not? Low? Huh. That's nice. Let's go ahead then and upgrade a swath of farmers. Make some more farming residences here. Why would you do that? And then we can fill in some... Oh, I don't have niceties behind the police station either. Okay, while these are gathering up and continuing up, we're going to pretty this area up a little bit with some things from Bright Harvest. Behind the police station, what would there be behind the police station? There would be a shed probably for their police stuff. They would have not a cargo stack. There wouldn't need to be a footbridge or cargo containers or a dirt mound. I don't know that they would have anything else. They're going to have a bathroom though. And then I think we can just pretty it up with some trees behind the police station. And then now we have these little areas fill in with stuff from Bright Harvest.
We have the devil to pay.
Clothesline for you, clothesline for you. I'm afraid to continue. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm afraid to continue on this path here. I did do clotheslines. Alright, we'll do the paper really quick. Okay, we're good. Everyone's happy. Alliance strategically dissolved. The decision does not mean our ongoing relations need to turn nasty, was the official statement on the cancelled alliance with Princess Xing, and no reason why alliance wouldn't be possible again in the future.
Uncompromising journalism.
It's true. We can be friends still. Quaint Park. Modest Park. Modest Park. Shrubbery throughout. Not there. A well here. Some smaller shrubbery next to some of the larger shrubbery. And then a tree. And then a tree. And then a different tree. Can't put that there. Construction area blocked. Did I put something there already? Oh, I did put some shrubbery there. I can change. Oh. I can change what some of these look like, huh? Apparently, that's the only one. Is it? Can I change what the outhouse looks like? Nope. Oh, something can go there. Just some grass. I don't know why we need it, but we're gonna take it. Sweet. All right. And once everybody caught up, we're now at 106 ahead on farmer workforce, 200 ahead on worker workforce, which means I think we can go ahead and up our artisans. I have a oneer. I have a one-holer right there. Right click. Stop.
My ambitions
Bring you over here. And how many would fit right here? Two.
A cup of coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Playing for 2 hours.
2, 3 would go there. And one there. So we can do 4 right there. Let's do that. Where did I take you from before? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is going to take us close to that 750 number, which could get us dangerously close to Cape Trelawney.
rose cheeks and merriment.
650. Once these go up more. Let's go ahead and do another 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab you 3. Bring you around. There it is. Breaking news. Her Majesty the Queen seems to have vanished. No official statement has been released yet, but Her Majesty's steward, Sir Archibald Blake, appears frantic when seen descending the palace steps this morning.
I'm suddenly hot under the collar.
Should be. Sweet. That means that we will pretty much, in the next episode or two, shift full focus onto Cape Trelawney. 4. Move you here. And I can get another 4 right here.
Not much, no.
Fill in what we are missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Uffawa. Farmer residences. Why? That was weird. Boom. Sweet. Land Alliance. The last tale of Ta Nacher. One of the lower haul yards suddenly snaps, lashing through the air with serpentine speed as the sail it was shackling swells with the seasonal winds. The ship lurches to port, cutting through strange mists until, with a resounding squeal, the keel grinds to a halt on pebble-scattered shores. Scours of minute piles of pale sand are scattered across the beach, thousands upon thousands of wispy pyramidia stretching up to the woodlands and beyond. There's no and there. Dark shapes jut out of the sand irregularly, fragments of ancient, derelict, and long-forgotten vessels, carefully preserved in brine and surf. Perhaps something of their tale may yet be found on this strangest of islands. Navigation, explore the plains.
We need a rudder.
The trees stretch into torturous shapes, clad in alien-hued pale greens and cream barks. Thick bushes grow errantly across the dust-swathed stone plain, while short funnel-barreled trees loom over them. One genus particularly strikes your fancy. Its dense branches stretch up like arms toward the sky, cupping the close foliage into dark green umbrellas, its bark torn and oozing a dark, blood-like resin. A smile of relish spreads on one crewman's face as he discovers its plump fruit to be ripe. All gather round, gorging upon the fallen fruit, when a woman points out the silhouette of distant houses on mountainous plateau. Again, explore the plateau plus 15%. Small gold-winged finches roost lazily among the thick-woven branches of strange stout trees, while lizards, large enough to fill a bucket, unblinkingly follow your crew's progress through the brush. There's a cry of horror as the legs of a many-eyed, gray-furred colossus of a spider wave like a piano hand on a branch overhead. More careful scrutiny reveals a large, milky sack among the fallen leaves below, and you shudder at what might have spilled forth had you carelessly trotted upon it. Suddenly, the soil gives way, and you tumble through darkness down a long, damp slope. When the dust settles, the dim light reveals a vast underground chamber. Oddly, there are several antique and broken crates scattered in a corner. Again, plus 15%, doing what we can. A gangly auburn woman wisely suggests seeking a path that slopes slightly upward. A rank, cloying dampness pervades the air, and your crew soon learn to follow their nose rather than their eyes, seeking out wisps of fresher air in the darkness. A hazy, chalky half-light settles as you ascend the mountain's heart, past pillars with fantastically alien shapes. Ahead, towering buildings of clay-brown stone cluster in a colossal chamber, light dancing across the beams and naked mortar. A colony of bats fluttering away from the glare of your torches. Many scripts have been etched onto every wall, a fading memory of long-gone people, and even the faint promise of daylight high above cannot dim the party's fascination for the scene. Study the ruins, plus 30%. Come on. Tokens abandoned by past visitors abound in the many alcoves hollowed out of the city's cavern walls. Silver eagles, worn green by time, join Argade stars? I don't know. With missing rays and silent vigil, surrounded by crests and copper coins that trace the bloodlines of strange kings. Everywhere, the relics of a storied past profess the island's position as a place of trade, perhaps pilgrimage, yet no tokens of recent centuries seem present among the horde. A man shouts suddenly. A dense wall of tousled prickly shrubs has mysteriously parted, unveiling a narrow path along the cliffside to a village on the mountain's peak. A score or so of houses, sea-washed and sunburnt in red and white, rear their empty, many-eyed sides high above the plains far below. 15%. Find the town seat of power. The path winds ever steeper through the smattering of houses to the summit of the hill, where a bent shrine etched with faded figures of abandoned gods sits beside a deep well. A low stone vault leading into the cliffs. A cliff hides a store of rare essences. Ghee, frankincense, myrrh, santal, and cinnamon, with careful wax seals preserving the hollowed contents, making it a valuable trove for antiquity dealers. A low, sturdy palace sits on the edgemost spur, resolutely intact despite years of neglect. As the party reaches the door, a sudden howl of wind breaks the cool silence. An unexpected thunderstorm surges up from the valley below, hurling rain and tempest upon the unwary company. Seek shelter in the regal building or retreat to the cave. This is where I fail, isn't it? We're seeking shelter in the building. Okay. The corroded hinges need to be excised from the frame before it can easily be prized open, and the company slip into the dusky hall, glad to escape the swelling tempest. There's an air of rusting elegance to the faded red walls patterned with white chalk. A low secretary of rich chocolate wood holds a wealth of parchments old and new. Who is it that comes unheeded to these halls? Comes a sudden commanding voice. And what have you done to my door? A venerable man stands atop a nearby staircase, clad in raiment of gold and turquoise, his long beard braided with strands of netted gemstones. That's sick. His hands rest upon the railing for support, but such is the nobility of his bearing that your expedition find themselves bowing low to him. Truth, fate stranded us and exploration brought us here. Lie, we come to trade, as tradition warrants. Big lie, an ancient artifact. Just truth. Like, we don't need to... Hey, all right. We got... Oh, cool. Wow, I could sell this for 152,000, which I just might. He smiles softly. Rarely does fate needlessly bring visitors to the land of Punt. Years has it been since the shores saw such life. Plague and exile took it long ago, and now I am king without a people. Wariness flashes across his face before he composes himself again. As with all things, even Ta Nutdare must return to the mists. Take what riches you may find. I ask only this of you. Cherish the fleeting moments with your kind. Too often, early soured by fate, and keep the memory of this land alive. No land truly dies until its story has entirely passed from memory. He bows curtly and steps into the shadows. No, wait, I want to be friends with this guy. Let me help you. There's nothing to help him, but he seems nice. Stunned, you search the palace for him, but he has vanished. Oh, well, there we go. Keep reading and you find things out. You find many treasures as Ta Nutdare sinks back into the fog. One man swears he saw a gargantuan figure slither to rest around its shores, nesting the island in the embrace of gold and turquoise scales. Terrifying? Yeah, I accept. And I mean, wait, can you go here? Can you go there? Can you go there? Fine. We brought all this clay for no reason now, but that's okay. Look at that. Something actually went well. And our morale went up. He smiles softly. Wait. Maybe we did this already. Yes. He's happy. We searched for him. He's gone. I liked him. He was cool. Finally. The Horn of Enbesa. Okay. I think we're going to end our episode there as we're ready for both getting settled in Enbesa as well as beginning the sunken treasures and looking towards Cape Trelawney. Before we complete, we see the rum is coming in. Rover, I'm going to go ahead and fill you with some clay. So as again, we can settle some of the necessary islands. I don't have any clay. We're positive money all of a sudden. We're positive, way positive. Why are we way positive money? Is it just because of all these new workers? We don't have rum yet. I guess getting, plus 37 per house. And we got a couple of new houses, so that's what put us back positive. Good. Excellent.
Ready for assignment?
But I don't have any extra clay. Do you have clay?
Ah, yes, the bright young
You don't have
sapling.
clay. Who do I have trade rights with? Willie and Princess
Don't
Jean.
leave a man to the sharks.
Yes. I think we only have like 5 or 10 minutes left of that quest, so that's probably boned. Willie, do you have clay I can buy?
Seasonal
No.
felicitations, Governor.
Princess, do you have clay I can buy?
Is it
No.
duty that brings you
Do you
here? Or
hear?
pleasure?
No. Shoot. I need clay.
Stations.
Shoot. Let's pause our brick production here
We're
and
on
here
folks.
so we can build up some clay to take to Enbesa. Let's go double check this quest we have. We have 5 minutes left to escort them. We are absolutely not going to make it, and Willie's going to be mad at us. And that's okay. As we are sitting here fighting, about to lose this quest. That's, I think, where we're going to call it. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Next time, I believe we will look to settle Enbesa. We will look to begin the Queen Vanishes expedition. I think you know what we can do also, as we're now way ahead on money, it seems like. I think we make another. Oh, we can make a ship of the line. Yeah, we make our first ship of the line, and that's who we send on the Queen Vanishes expedition. It's gonna take 12 minutes. Almost all of our sails. There's a fire. Luckily, I have people. This is like I think this is the second or third episode out of 11 that it just, oh, we're ending on fire. So let's just watch this as we end, shall we? Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. It's been fun making these episodes. We're up to 11, and I mean, I have a couple of subscribers now, so I mentally can no longer let them down. So we will continue putting out videos, I think. So we will talk to you guys in the next one. Have a good one.